Hello gamers and future gamers. Today we're going to learn how to play Texas Hold'em with a 60 card deck. This is for ages 13 and up and for 2 or more players where 5 or more is desirable. The game objective is to be the player left in the game with the highest hand, and the game ends when players walk away or if there's only one player left with all the money. The hand order or the rank of the hands are as follows: a royal flush, which is a single suit with the 5 highest cards; a straight flush, which is a sequence of 5 straight cards in the same suit; 5 of a kind, this is if you are playing with a joker; 4 of a kind; a full house, which is 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind; a flush, which is any 5 cards of the same suit; a straight, which is any 5 sequential cards of any suit or multiple suits; 3 of a kind; 2 pairs; 1 pair, and highest card. Players' options for betting is either to fold, which is to surrender the hand and turn in their cards; check, which is decline to bet but stay in the game if no other bets have been made; bet, which is increase the minimum, and the minimum that can be raised is the current blinds; call, which is matches the last player's bet; or raise, which is to match the last player's bet and increase again the minimum of the blinds. Here's an example of how to play Texas Hold'em with a 60 card deck. If you're comparing it to standard Texas Hold'em, it is with 3 cards instead of 2 cards. So the probability of getting a higher hand is greater, and the difficulty of knowing what an opponent has is also greater. We're still playing with the 5 cards that are dealt out from the dealer, the 3 that are the flop, the next one which is the turn, and the last card, which is the river. All betting compared to traditional Texas Hold'em are the same. Let's play an imaginary round with a fake dealer, noticed by the penny. We have our first player on the right, who is small blind. Second player, big blind. So they have to put in a minimum bet that changes over time. And then 2 additional players. So the first round of betting goes from player 3. If they want to stay in the game, they must play the minimum of the blinds as their bet. Player 4 is the same. Player 1 has the option of staying in, or if they want to stay in, they have to play the blinds as well. And then player 2 gets to choose if they want to raise or call. Once the first round of betting is complete, the money can go into the pot, and the dealer will burn 1 card and then deal 3 cards. In this case, player 1 currently has 1 pair of 7s and a second pair of dukes, so 2 pairs. Player 2 has a pair of dukes with an ace high as a kicker, and then potentially if there is an 8, there is 7, 8, 9, 10, and Duke would give them the straight. Player 3 has a pair of princesses and maybe another potential straight if this comes along with the princess, the jack, princess, Duke, and then it would need in either a queen or a 10. And player 4 has a pair of dukes, but is also sitting on 3 spades. This is the 4th spade, has a potential for a flush. Let's assume that everybody stays in this round. We could bet additional, so the minimum bet is the blinds. If somebody bet the blinds, then everybody else would have to bet the blinds to stay in. And then once that is complete, the pot is good and the next set of cards can come in. So the dealer, again, burns 1 card, and this original 3 was called the flop. This next card is the turn, and then another round of betting proceeds. Player 1 still has 2 pairs, but no straight, with the 7 and Duke. Player 2 is looking closer to a straight, still needs an 8 or a jack. Player 3 has 3 of a kind with the princess, and player 4 has 2 pair, a pair of dukes and a pair of princess. Let's assume that everybody stays in again instead of folding. After this round of betting, the dealer burns one more card, and plays the last card, the river. Now that is the final round of betting. Based off of what everybody has in their hand, assume that everybody stays in to the end, everybody calls, and then we compare hands. Player 1 has the highest hand they can get is 2 pairs. They have a pair of 7s, they have a pair of dukes, and they have a pair of jacks. So the highest pairs that they can receive are the jack and dukes. Player 2 had a pair of dukes, now has the straight because the jack came in. So their highest hand is the straight, leading with the jack, princess, duke, 10, and 9. Player 3 has 3 princesses and 2 jacks, so a full house. And player 4 has a flush. Instead of having the 2 princesses and 2 dukes, so 2 pair of princess and dukes, it has 5 spades available. So according to our rank, the full house would be the winner.
Yeah!
If the full house wasn't there, the flush would be the winner.
What?
If the flush wasn't there, the straight would be the winner. And if all of those weren't there, then 2 pair with the highest 2 pairs or the highest kicker. If you like this video, feel free to add a like or subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth rules, visit www.fractalcards.com or visit fractalcards.com for other games you can play with a 60-card deck.